It's salty, funky, in your face. It's mac and cheese for adults. It'll put you down for the count. Cheese, pepper, pasta, cacio e pepe. I love pasta, it's so good. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a perfectly emulsified cacio e pepe. No hacks, no secret ingredients, just good technique, temperature control, and you've got the best cacio e pepe out there. The ingredient list is the title. Cacio, cheese, Pecorino Romano, Pepe, pepper. It's the simplest one of the core 4 Roman pastas. All of the other pastas sort of fall off of that family tree in the sense that they all have Pecorino Romano, they all have black pepper. You add guanciale, you've got gricia. You add guanciale and tomato, you've got amatriciana. You add guanciale, egg, you have carbonara. For cacio e pepe, you want to coax out the aroma of your black pepper. So what I like to do is start off with whole peppercorns and toast them. These are telecherry peppercorns, which are sort of the creme de la creme of black pepper. You could certainly use other black peppercorns. It's kind of like a thing now in Rome that you go to a restaurant and it will tout the pepper that they're using in their cacio e pepe. It's kind of like going down the road of barbecue rubs. Like everyone will say they have their secret ingredient or whatever. As long as you've got decent quality peppercorns, you're totally fine. It's gonna be great. I can smell that aroma coming up, which means we're in a good spot. This is more than you would need for 4 people, but I like to just toast a little more so that you can add as you're finishing, and then people can add it to taste at the table. So once it's toasted, you just kill the heat, go onto a little tray. Just let this cool to room temperature. The main thing here is that you're looking to grind the peppercorns where you've got a nice mix of almost just cracked pepper and then some finer particulate matter. I forget what that's called. We've got some coffee nerds here. Particle distribution, thank you. I don't even really mind if there's like one whole surprise peppercorn in there. This is what you're looking for. You've got the finely ground stuff. You've got some very, very coarsely ground stuff. Pepper done. Now we can get to the pasta part. Pasta water's up at a boil. For cacio e pepe, you want less water than you're probably used to because you want to create a very concentrated starchy water to build the sauce. The sauce is really just pasta water, black pepper, and then you emulsify cheese off heat. So the starchier the pasta water, the creamier the emulsion will be. For this, I've got 2.5 liters of water or so. Lightly salt the pasta water because the Pecorino Romano is salty and you don't want to over-season your pasta. 340 grams spaghettoni. You obviously want a pot that can fit your spaghetti. And we're looking to cook this 75–80% of the way. Spaghettoni are thicker spaghetto. This is a really nice high quality dried pasta from Gragnano, which is sort of the capital of dried pasta of Italy. This pasta is very slowly dried at low temperatures, and you get this really rough surface, which creates a more porous pasta, which absorbs sauce, absorbs water better. It allows sauce to cling to it more. We ran a test where we cooked 2 of the same pasta shape and the same amount of water between an artisan pasta like this and an industrial pasta. We took the water, loaded it into our centrifuge, spun it, and you really see a big difference in starch. A thing in Italian cuisine is the pasta is sort of the main character. You want to taste that first and foremost. And so, the better quality ingredient that you're starting with, the better tasting it will be. Think about it, again, like treating yourself to a dry-aged steak. Pasta, same thing. Get yourself a nice bag of pasta and you're in business. Pasta is almost ready to finish cooking in the pan with some pasta water. I'll do 2 cups of starchy water. coarsely ground toasted pepper, 6 grams. And so you're kind of making this like pepper broth of sorts. And then you're getting your pasta that is very well shy of al dente. The spaghettoni take, around like 14 minutes or something. And we're gonna finish cooking it in this concentrated pepper broth, if you will. I don't really like, getting a colander out, draining pasta water, having to remember how much pasta water to save. Oh my God, I didn't save enough. If you just take these, get some tongs, and then you can save this water, which will come in super handy for finishing the pasta, because it's always a little dance of adjusting, loosening, tightening, loosening, tightening. And now all I'm doing is gently stirring and moving it around. What's critical for this step here, when you're working with a long pasta, is that you need to have gotten the pasta to this stage where it's got enough flop to it that in the transfer from the water, it won't break. Before al dente, you have what's called al chiado, which means to the nail. Al dente is to the tooth. It's got some bite to it that I like, but you could still want to take it a little farther, take it to the al dente stage. You can do this tossing step, the mantecatura, which is the sort of emulsifying stage. To do a mantecatura, you need some form of fat, which in this dish is coming from the cheese. So you're not going to create this, emulsion now because there's no fat in here, but you will have that starchy, cloudy broth. It's going to glaze the spaghettoni that will become super creamy once we toss in the cheese off heat. At this stage, the pasta is not seasoned like you would serve it because you've got the super salty pecorino that you're gonna finish with. I love pasta, it's so good. I know we're at sick of it. We're in a good spot. We've taken this down to this glossy stage and we are ready to come off and add the cheese. As for the cheese itself, Pecorino Romano, a dried sheep's milk cheese, like Parmigiano Reggiano. It's one of those DOP cheeses, meaning that it has to follow certain production protocols. It can only be produced in certain areas. Unlike Parmigiano, which has to be made in Emilia-Romagna, the region that Bologna and Parma are in, Pecorino Romano can be made in 3 areas. So Lazio, the region that Rome is in, Sardinia, and Grosseto. So what you're looking for, a hard cheese like this, I really would recommend an imported Italian Pecorino Romano. I really like the box grater. I use the smallest holes. To me, it creates this nice powdery texture that you're looking for, rather than something like a microplane, which is gonna get you a ton of volume and it's super easy to do, but it creates these sort of like shards that I don't really like how they eat. They sort of melt too quickly, coat your palate, versus this. It's more like biting into small little pieces of pecorinos. And I find that this emulsifies better into a sauce. Pecorino, it's a hard cheese. Hard cheeses don't like melting. You have to come off heat and integrate it slowly. And as it comes together, you'll see that really dark peppery broth will lighten in color. This is a modern restaurant style cacio e pepe. Growing up, the cacio e pepe that you would get is a little drier. This style has really come into vogue in the past, 10, 15 years. What would have probably been the OG cacio e pepe looks very different from this. As a dish that was, purported to be one from shepherds and stuff who were tending their flocks and needed a snack to take with them to work, you're not gonna take this in a knapsack with you. You're probably gonna have a sloppy bad time. You see all the time these recipes of I made bulletproof cacio e pepe, where they've cracked the code with a cornstarch slurry, or they add some sodium citrate. All those tricks are fine. If you want to do that, go for it. But learning how to make it this way helps you then know how to treat the ingredients in a way that they're willing to be used. Coming in with a little extra pasta water. I'll add one last little sprinkle of cheese here, why not? And then we're ready to plate. This is a pasta that you don't want to serve it tepid, but you can help yourself by having, warm plates. How you plate, really up to you. You can use your ladle, get your little twirl on. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then you're always going to finish with more pecorino and pepper. And there is cacio pepe. That's a very big serving. That's an American serving of cacio pepe. I couldn't eat that much. I'll make myself a portion that I could handle. There we go. That's a better one. If you want to gild the lily, cremetta, pecorino, pepe. That to me is the portion that I would want to eat. Cacio pepe, done. Tim, you want to try this or no?
Sure.
Sure.
I took my Lactaid.
That's important.
I'm ready.
You want the big bowl or little bowl?
I think this is all I can handle right now. It tastes like really good hot buttered noodles. They're like in the best possible way. Like I really love the simplicity. I can taste each component. Like the cheese is hitting, it's salty. I love the pepper flavor. I like spicy things, and it's delicate but balanced at the same time. I can see why this is a really popular dish.
Buttered noodles, get them. That's cacio pepe. So we have this, the core 4 Roman pastas, amatriciana, gricia, carbonara. We've got even Rome's dirty little secret pasta on ChefSteps. Lots of pasta cooking tips, the tools that you'll need for success of cooking pasta at home. And yeah, dai. It's a little bit of manual labor, but hey, if you want to get the thick forearms of Tim Chin, you gotta do something. So grate your cheese manually.
Subscribe to our channel and visit chefsteps.com for more tips, recipes, guides, and tools to help you level up in the kitchen.